So if you're looking for a free Material Maker, you're in luck, as Material Maker version 1.6 is now available. And Material Maker is a free and easy to use procedural material authoring tool that comes with a 3D model paint inside, and this is based off the Godot engine. By default, Material Maker gives you access to tons of brushes, textures and stuff that you can use in making your materials. So whether you're thinking about making static materials, dynamic materials, ray matching materials, or dynamic unlit materials that you can export as shaders, which can be used for different kinds of VFX stuff, you can actually use Material Maker to do that. And the best part, Material Maker is totally free. And with version 1.6, things are looking pretty interesting, as we're now getting even more stuff in terms of library and how things get managed. And of course, for those who like to download this, you can simply go over to the link in the description that'll bring you right here, where you'll be able to download it. So to download this is pretty simple. All you need to do is click on download now, and it's going to ask you for a price. In this case, we just want to download this stuff, so we're going to click on no thanks, just take me to the downloads. And this brings you here where you'll be able to download Material Maker 1.6 for both Windows, Mac, and also for Linux. So if we simply download and install this, once we fire it up, this is basically what it looks like. Now we already have some scenes open up right here, so you can take a look at what Material Maker is capable of doing. Like with Material Maker, you can make stuff like this. You can also make stuff like this, which you can export for your game engines. And you can also make stuff like this. Of course, if you like to have access to all the nodes, you do have all of them right here. So you can actually find the nodes by clicking on all of these, or you can collapse these ones and find the nodes by hand. And if all of these are not enough for you, you can go over to the community nodes and find more stuff within the community. And so you have access to a whole lot of nodes. So all these nodes would allow you and help you make the kind of material that you're going for, from images to shapes, all the way to SDF, curves, profiles, all this stuff. And to any of those nodes that you like to preview, all you need to do is click and you can preview that specific node. Maybe we'd like to preview just the matte node between these, we can do that. If we'd like to preview all of these before it got to this point, we can preview that. And if you like to preview, them one after the other, you can preview it. So for example, if we go over to the water rings and maybe we'd like to just see what the FDM noise looks like, we can see that. We can see what the clean map looks like, what the matte looks like. And of course, we can go all the way down to see what the normal blend also looks like. Here shows you your 3D. Here shows you the 2D. And of course, within the 3D, you can change stuff. Maybe if you like to see this in a plane, or maybe you like to see this on a sphere, you can change this if you want. One cool feature which is now available with Material Maker is this. Now if we open up a new material and maybe we would like to create variations of stuff and would like to control them, but a different node altogether, we can. So how this one works is this simple. For example, I'm just going to go ahead and bring in a simple star. Let's get that in. And from here, I can get the controlled variation and I can bring that down. We can make a copy of this as well and connect it. So right here, we have the $1, and we're going to change this to the $2. Now, instead of driving these by these parameters, we would like these parameters to be driven by these variables. So we're also going to do that here, $1, and we're going to go all the way down and change this to the $2. And once we have them there, these are now controlled based off this. And with this, you now have a lot more control, and you can actually now wing these off to something else instead of winging them from here. Instead of being driven from here, you can now use this to drive stuff. So we can do that, and we can also do this. And of course, with all of this, we can plug this into our albedo if we would like to drive our albedo based off this as well. And just in case you like to blend stuff in, you can always blend things in. So I can press the spacebar and get a simple filter blend. So once I throw that in, we can use the filter blend to drive maybe the layer on top, and we can connect that. And if we like to have a layer as the background, we can also use that. Maybe I can get the ray, connect that ray to the background, and automatically we have that. You can play with the blending options however you want, opacity however you want. You do have all of these things. And if you're looking for more examples, you can definitely go over to File, go over to Recent, or simply load more examples from the website. If you're thinking about using images, of course, you can drag in an image and you can go ahead and change the image however you want with whatever image that you want. If you like to use text, you can drag in the text and you can actually go ahead and type in what you want. So I'm just going to type MM16, which is Material Maker 1.6, and we can use this to drive stuff. So maybe you would like the Material Maker to be written as a text. You can do that. You can increase the font size, and actually you can go all crazy with the font size depending on what you want to do. You can also play with where you like the font size to be placed. If there's a specific font you like to load in, you can click and load in that font. Basically, anything that you want to do. You like to use circles, you can use that. You want to texture or change the color, of course you can. By default, you do have this color thing with the albedo, but what if you would like to drive stuff based off different colors? You can also do that. In this case, you can call on the colorize, and you can use the colorize to drive anything that you want. So for example, maybe you would like to make this a bit more green and then change this other one to a different color. We can. So we can set that however we want and use it to drive our final image. So I'm just going to go ahead and change this one all the way to white. And once we go in and select that, you can see what we have, and we can select this and do a quick blend, and you can see the result. And with all of the blending options, of course, you can start making some very cool stuff. Now with this said, let's take a look at some of the cool features and stuff across various parts of Material Maker 1.6 that are currently available. And of course, we can see that we'll have some updates to the general. For the graph view, they've updated the graph navigation and retained subgraph offsets, which is also pretty nice. They've added the circuit/metro style diagonal connections. They've implemented the node grabbing via G key, which is pretty interesting. So let's go ahead and explore that. So if we simply select, instead of clicking and dragging, once we tap G, we can move things around. That is pretty nice. Going all the way down, we've also seen that they've added the drag and drop support for image parameters, which is also good. They've made the close/minimize node buttons optional, which is also impressive. They've also improved the node interaction when zoomed out, which is something you would notice as well. They've added the pot previews for group of nodes, and they've improved the remote parameters rearrangement and added the edge scrolling when dragging connections. And for the library, there's a couple of updates for the library. There's a couple of updates for the 2D section. There's a couple of updates for the preview section. And for the node, we've got the control variations, which is something we've just demoed as well. And this can be used for various cases. There's a new aperture node, which can be used to create named wireless connections. This is something to explore. And they've also added some other nodes as well, like the variadic color pick node, a basic GLT-F exporter for static PBR, and they've also added 2 FBM noise nodes. At the same time, they've also improved the export node to support $sign variables, and they've also fixed some bugs with this release. And all of these are pretty interesting. And for a tool that is totally free, that's allowed artists and creators to do amazing materials over time, this is an impressive one. By the way, for those who are thinking about changing their materials, you can actually change your materials by right-clicking right here and changing this to 3D PBR materials, dynamic PBR materials, and so much. At the same time, if you just want to export these as a simple static material, you can have that selected, right click, go over to edit export target, and from here you can select the export target and change them, or simply select them from here, and this will be automatically updated, and you can proceed to go over to file, go over to export material, and you can export from here. So for those who like to grab this, you can simply go over to the link in the description. That'll bring you right here where you'll be able to download it. And of course, a huge shout out to Rod's Lab for making this possible. Tell me what you guys think about this one in the comment section, and until I see you guys in the next one, peace.